Okay. Stop me if you need to get ready. Okay, so we're recording, and I didn't upload the stuff. Let me do it at least for certificate one. I would like them to go over that. So what happened to Eden? Eden have left the class. What happened?
Yeah, so for Eden's case, doctor, he wasn't responding. I inquired from Jimmy and Michael. Michael said he sent her a text, but since then she has never responded, and Jimmy as well. He has been sending her, trying to get in touch with her.
Eden
But
and
yes, Eden.
Eden and who else?
It's only Eden that Jimmy has been trying to get in touch with, but
Why
she has never
did she leave?
responded.
Why did she decide to leave?
We don't know why she has actually never responded since we added her onto the group. We've been trying to get in touch with her, but she has never responded.
Uh-huh. Okay. Anybody know her?
No, that's the reason as to why.
I got it. How did she get to us?
You're the one who gave us her number. You said we should add her to the group.
Uh-huh. I think I already have done the YouTube. Just let me just check 1 second. You know what? I will do it right after that. Okay, let's get going. Okay, let's get going. I will get back to that. Ah, shoot. It's okay. It will happen a lot of time. You know, it's better she left now than later on. You know,
Yes.
and not everyone should really study with us. You know the level I'm expecting each one of them to arrive to. So not everyone can make it, which is okay. We don't have to have a lot of people. We have to have excellent people. That's the key point. But we need to check. Sometimes it might be financially, and financially we can solve. Thank God. Is that right? We don't have to put the gun on somebody pay right away because sometimes they cannot really, which makes sense. But eventually, that's what I'm hoping to get Academy City to start generating enough revenue so we can help other people that they are really good to be able to study, get a job, and then they can pay. Reverse the order. Usually you pay, you study, you get a job. So would like to change it to whoever we can help to study, get a job, and then you can pay. You got it to some extent, which makes
Yes.
sense. Life is not that easy for everybody. Okay, so let's get going. I made a mistake here, and I'm trying to find out why. Just bear with me. That's a good way to go. How do I start? I transfer to this function of this object. Basically, in fact, the CIK, I'm not really transferring CIK, I'm transferring the ticker. So this is a DIC company info. The DIC company info has also which type, 10K, could be Q, 10Q by the way. 10Q, it's quarterly data. Eventually we'll do also quarterly data. For now, we focus on yearly data. There's a reason for that. The yearly data are audited, like they are more reliable data. Quarterly are not audited, meaning there might be errors. So we will focus for now on the 10K. That's why I put it as a default. So this function and the standard is US GAAP. We can change it to IFRS later on. For now, that's what we take. This function tell me which company I'm interested, which type of a report I want. I just this one I'm checking what the time is now and take the year. So that will be 2021. automatically. That's just for myself. So I'm starting making a dictionary. The dictionary, the first things in the dictionary is the company info. And the company info himself is a dictionary in which I'm putting the CIK, the type, those two types. This is a ticker, really. I don't know why I call it CIK. There's a reason why I call it, because from the SEC, it doesn't matter. You can put a ticker or CIK. And in a minute, I'll explain what CIK is. And then I'm writing also what standard I'm going to pull up. And the default is US GAAP. And that's the only one we're doing for now. But I'm opening for the future. Okay, so that's my basic dictionary. All the data going to be into it. Next things, I'm pulling data. And in fact, this is the way I'm connecting to the SEC. I'm doing the URL. This one, it says, by the way, you can take that if you want to test it. By the way, I won't even put the last one. You don't even have to put the last one. You know, I removed it. Okay? If you take that one, you go and open a browser. This is really good stuff for you. And the type, I will change it to 10K. That's what it does when you combine the two. And you put here Apple. See, although it says CIK, I'm only using a ticker. See what you get. You're getting this one. What happened? What do I get there? I get Apple, 10K. Yeah, well, I'm getting only this one I'm supposed to get. This is right. Let me check, double check. By the way, we can point it, and then we can see exactly what it is. Yeah, he's putting the type, and then putting that one. By the way, that's pointed, and we'll rerun it. That's what it's supposed to have, you want. That's what I did many times until I got it right. So, did I forget something here? Type is 10K. Yeah, I wrote 10K correct. CIK, I put Apple. So that should be fine. And then this one does the work. This is the URL. I put it in the company. See, by the way, since this one has company info, this one becomes to be part of this dictionary inside this dictionary. Okay? Because I'm putting, this is the first part of the dictionary, and that's inside the internal dictionary, and I'm copying it as a URL. That, by the way, this should work. I don't know why it got me that one. 10K. How come? That's fine. Should give me all of them, but we'll see in a second. Okay. Let's do it. You know what? Refresh the screen. Choose Apple. Go back here. It starts working. It's already there probably. Yeah, here we go. You see, this is the link. Maybe, yeah, let's click. Yeah, this is what I'm supposed to get. So what did I do wrong? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Maybe I need capital letters. I don't think so. Anyway, I'm getting this list. And this one, if I click on this one, it gives me this one. Or if I click on this one, it gives me the same things, but in XBRL. Or it gives me this one. And this is the one I want. Okay? This is the one I want. Okay, so I need to find this one. So if you look at the bottom here, in the bottom here, I need to find exactly the link for every year. So that's what I do. That's the next stage. So that's why we can, let's leave it for now. We'll come back to that because I know I do want, and I keep it here. This is fine. And by the way, I have a printout here, already printed it. That stuff I have done long ago. So we'll see. Then after that, this one does the work. This one, the request, this is why it's one of the most important library in Python. It takes the URL and it opens the web page. And whatever come back, like the page we saw, it's coming and becomes to be, this is the page. But I want to turn it to a text. So I transfer that to a text. Now I go inside the text. That's called regular expression. I'm telling him, go into the page. By the way, that might be a good idea to see. It's very important. This knowledge is so important. Very few people has that, honestly. You open that one. I tell him, okay, you open this one. So I want him now go and find this number. So I made the regular expression to look for the CIK and get me the number next to it. Got it? I do the same things for the SIC code. This is which industry the company is from. Got it? So that's the job of those two things. So that's the job of this one. And then he pull up and I get the CIKO I call it because it's not, this is the CIK really. The one I called before CIK is really the ticker. And by the way, I'm putting it in the same place. You see that? In the internal dictionary. This is a dictionary that has a dictionary inside it. So the CIK will be added, like I have a ticker, it will have also CIK here. Got it? So that's what happened after that one. Let me leave that one for a second. Then I will get back to that. This should go back to some place. I did put it here. So this one, let me take it out. I'm gonna fix it, so we'll get it. So we got also the CIK, we get the SIC, which is very important. And then it says, now I'm opening a library called Beautiful Soup. I'm taking the whole string and putting it inside and telling him this is an HTML. It could be XML, but this one is an HTML. So Beautiful Soup is a beautiful sub library, help you to look for stuff. I tell him, look for, inside the text, look for a table. By the way, if you go here and you do right click, and that's Daniel, you're expert now, and you tell him Control F, and you look for a table. You see, you find one table here. Is that right, Daniel? And in fact, there are two of them. And there's other tables, but the table I want in, there's some tables, few tables. The table I want you to choose out of them is the one that has a class. By the way, it's Beautiful Soup. You tell him, look for a table, but a table that the class, that has a class table file two. Don't give me all the table, only this table I want that had it special. By the way, you have to put the underscore. That's for Beautiful Soup. So you do Control F, Control V, and now you can tell, by the way, there's only one. So in fact, I'm telling him, give me this table. Now, you know a table, it means of rows. Is that right? So in fact, I'm getting this table. I got exactly this table, and I want to go row by row and find out what the link inside each one of them. That's what we're doing here. So you're going here. And after I got this table, I'm telling him now, find all the TR. TR, you know, it's a row. Is that right?
Yeah.
Daniel, it's a row. So give me the Beautiful Soup. Take this tag of a table that I found. Go over all the rows. Now I made a dictionary, I call it dic data. I think this is what my error is. I need to fix it. The dic area, what I'm doing is I'm going row in rows. Rows is really all the rows of the table. So it's going one by one. And then I'm telling him for the first row, for a row, any row, look for the TD. You know what the TD is? It's a segment inside the row, correct? So find all the cells. So I have all the cells inside the row. And I'm choosing only one that has at least 3 characters. If it doesn't have 3 characters, don't give it to me. Because if you look into here, and that's a lot of work that I had to spend. These ones I don't want. A cell that doesn't have 3 at least, don't give it to me. So I need at least 3. No, sorry, my mistake. Yeah, that take only row that has 3 cells. If I don't have 3 cells, at least 3 TDs, don't give it to me. Okay, just move on. Don't do anything. So that means if there is a row that has, by the way, here it happened to be all of them do. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, all of them will, but there's some version that don't have it. So I make sure that it doesn't waste the time. It is going to go over all of them in this case. Okay, then what I want him to do is go find out. I'm telling him run between 2009 and today plus 1, which is 2021, but a range always work up to 1 less. That's why I added 1. So I want him to go from 2009 to 2021 and check if filing here, I'm turning it a string. If the filing here, it's inside the fourth cell. So you look at here, you look at the fourth cell, 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be this one. Hold a second. 0, 1, 2, 3. That should be the fourth one. So what did I do? Yeah, it takes me the third cell. How come? I have to have more, so I have to have at least 4 cells. Let's open that one anyway. We'll put in that one. We'll put in the third cell, so we'll see exactly. I don't know, I'm miscounting. But it's going over every year. He's looking if the number, the year is in there. Then what it does, it takes these, it makes a little dictionary. And this dictionary, it puts the href and it put the link which is inside. It put it in the dic data. So the dic data will have the year of filing and will have a dictionary inside it starting with the href. That's printed, by the way. That will be nice. Let's print it so you can see it. And stop here so you can see. By the way, I can really, don't waste the time on that. Take my word for it. It works. Let's look how the dictionary look by the end here. Okay, let's run it. I destroyed something. What happened?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I probably had to, that was a comment and I opened it by mistake. That was a comment for myself. What's now? What's going on here? Hold a second. Let me take everything out. That's fine. Let's go back. Now it should work. And now I'll uncomment what I wanted. Okay? We want to uncomment here. Is that right? That's it. Now it should work. I just don't have the power to check where I made a mistake. Okay. Now let's check Apple. And go back here. It started running already. In fact, it passed that stage. So let's see what it did. By the way, I got the 113. Where's the 113? Anybody see 13? Yeah, here it is. This is the lane. My mistake. I should have printed also. Let's do that. And also look at the dictionary itself. I just measured the length of it, which is 12, which makes sense. Okay, let me stop it. Run it again. I just wanted to see what it is. By the way, if we're already doing it, it worked much faster than it used to be because of what I did yesterday. Let's see also this one. Okay, this dictionary. You know what? Let's look at the internal dictionary. Otherwise, it would tell me an object. Let's print both of them. They are separate dictionaries for now. Okay? And let's look at both of them. That's a beautiful stuff. So let's choose Apple. And let's go here and start cooking. Okay, by the way, look at that. It's already, you already have collected some data. You can tell what it really did. That's what I told you. For 2020, you already took the link, the href. You see that one? You see that?
Yes.
Who did that? This one did it. He stole the link from their website. You got it? This one. For every year, you see that he put the year. For 2020, he puts the link. By the way, if you click on this one, you see you get this one. You go to this one. What is the one before? Here we go. You go to this one. You click. When you click on this one, okay, you get this one. Got it? So what I did is I stole, by the way, no, not this one. Not this one. I want to, let me go back. What was the original one? Let's do the whole things from scratch. Okay? If you look, this is the dictionary with the company. So this is the basic one. This one, I'm looping over it, and I'm really stealing this link in the bottom. You see that? I'm stealing.
Yeah.
That's for the view. We'll get back to that. And we have also this link. So let's click on this one. I get this one. Got it? Okay? And from here, I really do need eventually the one that will have ins. It will say the word, it will say the word instance. I'll get back to that. Hold a second. So that's the first. Let's see the second one. We'll open the second one in a second. So I started collecting this one from each one of them. Okay, from this one, I'm getting all of those ones. for all the years from 20 to 2009. I click on this one, I get this page. Okay, how do I get this page? It really is coming from here. It's the same things as clicking, I think, on this one, if I'm not wrong. See this page? Oh, no, not this one. So which one am I stealing? I forgot. Maybe this one? Yeah, this one. Okay, so I stole this one. Fair enough? So this is exactly what I'm getting here. You see, it's the same things. Okay. The next things, so I have all these links, but the way I need to go one more things. Eventually, I do want this one. This is the one that is the most important. All the rest is calculation, schema. You need to understand what they do in order, but this is the one I care is the XML. Okay? Eventually, I need the XML. So that's what come later on. Okay? So that's what we're doing stage number one. Stage number two, so we have really two dictionaries. This is the first dictionary. This is one dictionary. The company info, by the way, in fact, the way I should really print it, this should be the first one. Because this is the model. And this one will hold data for each year. So first of all, I'm getting the link for every year. Okay, now let's see what we're doing next. Okay, next. Making sure that there are data. If there's no data, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just telling him there's no data. And I'm stopping the process. But that's when I need to give a message to the user to tell him that. Then I'm making another dictionary for a different purpose, for the flow and the instance. Forget about it for now. Now becomes to be the interesting part. I'm turning these dic data, which is this one. See this one here?
Yes.
Turning it to a string. Okay, I'm turning it. Probably I should have made it as a string, as a list to begin with, but that's okay. I'm not going to waste the time on that. I'm turning it to a list. There's a reason why. So that list, basically, I'm taking key value. That means the year and the dictionary. Okay, but I'm adding to each one of them additional, the company, which industry it belongs to, I'm going to use it, which ticker number, accounts is another one that I need to use, SEC, it's empty for now, and the standard. So I'm transferring all this information, making a list of lists now. So if I take this one, move it from here to here and print all of them, you will understand what it does. By the end here, we have a list instead of dictionary, but has a lot of other data. So far, so good. And the reason is because this mechanism takes only list. So I have to transfer to it a list. Okay? And this is a very smart mechanism. It's going to activate this function on each one in the list. Let's run it for that time and then we can talk because it takes some time to run. הלו? וברכה? כן, אני באמצע פגישה, אבל תתקשרי אליי בבקשה יותר מאוחר, תודה. Okay, so by the way, we're now going to see the different printout. It's finished much faster than it used to be. Okay, let's look at that. We have Where's the dictionary? I'm supposed to see it as a dictionary. That's probably the previous one. No, why I'm not getting the printout? I'm supposed to get the printout. Yeah, it should be, yeah, here we go. You can see it here. This is a list now. You see that? It starts with a double bracket.
Yeah.
So
But
the only thing is I changed the, it really is, you can think about it, I changed the first parenthesis from curly to square, but it's a list. And now he's going to take each one of them, which have also, by the way, you can tell, I transfer matching accounts is, and all of that stuff, which he does, blah, blah, blah. And I'm transferring this one, I'm transferring to this interesting function. By the way, I added other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So it is a dictionary there, but I would like to start to see it. I want to remove those years as well. Let me make a lot of them. So I know it's the beginning. I want to remove the year. Why did I print the year? Let me remove the year. Maybe it's after. The year is coming after, I think. Yeah, it's 13. Yeah, it's come after, I guess. So that's the one that I want to see how it does it. So we want to see the 1-3. That's the important part. And we want to see what it gives us. Yeah, it's before. It's already got it. Here we go. So we have the 1, 2. Then we have this one. But why do I get a dictionary? I thought it should be a list. Am I pointing the list? No, I'm not pointing the list. Stupid me. I'm putting the, I really should take this one. So now I see my mistake. Later on I am, but here I didn't print it. So I will print here also. I'll print also this one. Okay, so we'll see the 3 of them. Now we'll print it as a list, but basically we'll see it in a minute. Then I'm sending this one to run for each one of them. For every year is going to take each year and transfer it to this function. So what is this function? It's a monster. And here it does a lot of work. Okay, probably I'm putting the year here, I assume, most likely. I will find it while I'm putting the year. So what it does, it takes all this information. By the way, it calls another function that does the matching, and that's a whole topic. It put in here, and we'll get back to that. Then it start collecting data for every year. Collecting data is taking the link that we remember, the link that we had, like this one, is doing it for every year, but it's doing it in parallel. So for each one of them at the same time, that's the beautiful part of it. That's why you do it. So each one of them separately, and he's putting the data for each one of them and start working on it and start putting the data and putting the data and collecting the data, blah, 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 and putting it in, you get the links, you get everything. Eventually, in the end, he's doing a loop, a hell of a lot of work. And he's returning the dictionary, dict data year. He's getting dict data year. Now, this one is a dictionary and we can print it, okay? By the way, this is a hard one. Why? For every year. And the way it works, it's not simple really. It's after what we were, it does this one. The way is returning them is putting them in a list. So in fact, I'm getting a list of lists, okay? And what I'm doing is in the dig data, the dig data is the original, that's my list, the dig data, I'm putting it in the dictionary. Dig data is the dictionary, it's this dictionary. And that is probably my mistake. And see, it's putting them back in the dictionary, in the dig data, and the way I'm supposed to see is returning the results into like the R. Hold a second. Print R for R in results. So that's why it's returning these ones. Every one that is returning the year. That's good. That's good because results is result is a result is a list. And now what I'm doing is for L in tick list, I'm taking the 0. Let me print this one and then I will find the error. No, that's not what am I supposed. I should use results here. If I'm not wrong, no. Why am I doing data list? That's what I'm not, no, for L in results. I'm supposed to get results. Let me see if I'm right. For L in results, I'm supposed to take the L1. Let's print those two and see what happens. I think so, but I might be wrong. Let's take that one out. Let's do that. That would be really, I should really, for each one of them, let's make it like that. R0, let's see if that will do it. And 1. That's hard stuff, but let's see. I have an error there. Up. Let's go in. Okay, we start getting, okay, let's see really from the beginning now. It will show you. This is really, the first one is the, as I told you, this is the company info. This is, come on. This is for every year I have a link. This is turning it to a dictionary. This is turning it to a dictionary, to a list. Hold a second. Yeah, I'm turning it to a list of lists. And for every function, you see that? This is the first list. This one, each one of them go to that function. And every function, second, I have 20. I transfer the link. I transfer those stuff. I transfer instance and flow. More than that, I'm transferring. And up to here. So this one is the first list for the first year. Each one of those I'm transferring to that function. And that function does work collecting data for that specific year. So I do it in parallel. Does that make sense? It's hard to understand it. Believe me, I know. But if you hear it so many times, eventually you get it. For 2019, the same. 2018, that's why I printed this one, I printed this one, I printed this one. So now we can make our life easier. We don't have to print everything. We just print the last one. This is really the important. The dig data is important, but we turn that to dig data list. But we're not touching yet the company info. We're not touching that one. That has a company info. So let's go. Then this one does the work. After this one does, by the way, he's sending it as it comes along. And so this one is turning everything to a list. And then he starts working. You see it's there. It's ending with 1, 3 again. And then he starts working, getting the results here. So it works. Maybe I will do 1, 4 here so we know which one does what. We call it 1, 4. So we know this is a different segment. Does something else. So then let's see what else is doing. Then I am going into var L in L. And I have no idea. I think I got lost here. Let me make this one here. Right, 6. So we'll see what we're getting here. And is returned the company info. Why? Something doesn't make sense to me. Now I understand what happened. Now this is this one. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine, but we need to go inside this function. Inside this function, we do all this work. For every, see, dic, number 1 is the dictionary. The 0, which is here, is the year. So I get the 0, it's the year, and I get the dictionary, and I'm calling another function, it's which fulfilling it inside it. That's fine. Then I'm adding another one. And I continue working on pulling the data for that. Working on the data, blah, 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 blah. All of those, all of those, all of those, all of those, all of those. Eventually, I'm returning it. Whatever I'm returning, okay, comes back to here from that crazy function. So this function does all the work really, but 9 times at the same time. Each one of them come back. I wonder where is this one coming from? That's what I don't get it. Yeah, they're coming. It must be inside here. No, not this one. This one. Can you see that? Point. Let's say if I find point inside that function. It must be somewhere. Might be even there. Ah, let's see. Nope, I don't see it. Where is it coming from? Tell you what we will do. We just do a point with end. And I will write here plus dic. Let's see what we get here. I'll do here a lot of space so we can see it. I wonder where is that one coming from? See, it's a hard work, but it's worth gold. Now let's go back to here. By the way, it's maybe before. Yeah, it looks like before. This one, it does what we printed. 1313. And then I'm getting all those numbers. So where is it printing it? Seems like I immediately after the 1313. I don't think it's inside here. It's before that. Where's the 1313? That's the 12. Here's the 1313. So let's put.
I will say those ones.
We have the 1414 that comes before the 1313. We have 1414 here. So it must be between this one and this one. So it must be, has to do with this one. So I don't get it. See in a minute. Here we go, we got an error. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, I know why now. Because this one, it's a string now. It's not anymore. I destroyed it. Shoot. No, it's fine. Oh, God. Have mercy. I'll take it out. I'll take it out. It's not from there anyway. I don't know where it's coming from. Who will get it? 2020, 19, 2020. I have a feeling this is scam. I tell you from where. I have a feeling it's coming from this function. From this one. Yeah, here it is. I was testing it yesterday. Okay, that's what do it. And I know why. The reason I catch that because it's repeating the year several times. So that's good. So let's take rid of it. I do a lot. Bingo. Isn't it exciting when you see the result? That it actually works. It's impossible to believe it works, isn't it? It's like airplane. You build up an airplane and you don't believe it flies. Here we go. Now he's cooking. You see? He's cooking for all those 9 at the same time. And he's waiting. This one makes them wait. This command makes them wait. It's not running until they're all coming back. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go from the very beginning. We got the 1313. This is a dictionary of dictionaries, list of lists that has inside dictionaries as well. That's okay. Then we start working. We have the 1, 3, and then it stopped working. It stopped working, but this is blocking him. That's why it took him time. Then we start printing. R0 is the year. See that? Is returning, and this is the value. So really, this is my L. I want to put it back to the dict. And in the dict, what I want to put, by the way, it's better, I will just get rid of the other one. Doesn't make more sense to do it this way. The hell was this one? And here I would put R. And here I'll put R. Okay? And already is what it's supposed to be. So let's print now the dict. Let's print. So far, so good. But to make sure we don't get lost, which is easy, do the following. And copy this one several times. Copy it after that several times, so we'll find it in the printout. It's hard to find it. So this one we know already works. So let's not print it, because it will take just space. And that hopefully works fine. We can discover it's here. So let's go from the beginning again. That's why you have to work so organized. Okay, you got to 1.3. It's downloading the data from the internet and pulling it and organizing the data for every year and pulling the data. So it takes him, this is what takes the most time, as you can tell. It's stopping the 1.3. It's right here. This is what takes the time, because this is really doing the hard work. Now he finished. Shows you the net, and all the rest is easy stuff. Dig data, yeah, that's what I wanted. This is the end of it. And here it is. So you're really doing fine, by the way. It's the same one, but this time is adding more data. You see, this is all fine. It's exactly as it was. But he added all the data for 2020. So 2020 has whatever I had before, and he's adding all the data. By the way, this is the data. Marketable security is right there. See that? So,
Yes.
but the beauty here, I told him, do it independently for every year. That's the addition I did from yesterday. So it will work slightly faster. Yesterday it took a little longer time. Not much really, I expected it, and I might improve it even more. Here's 2019, you see that? So they came back with the data now. Has the data. This is Dick. Okay, this is the end of it. And then we have the 116. Now is the important things, why I'm losing. Now it looks fine to me for some reason. I have this one here. And then I have the data. Now it works fine for some reason. Looks like working fine. Yeah, now I have, where's the ones? Okay, so we can say thank you. That was nice. We know it works perfectly. We can remove it and go back to the 1.4 we don't need. And we don't need the 113 because otherwise it would always, and we don't need to print that one anymore. And that's fine, we'll see later on. So now we can focus on the one that come after 116. 114, we had a 114 before, so we don't need a 114. And now the tick came back. Where's the 116? Here's 116. And I get the tick with the information. And the tick with the information is correct now. I do get, by the way, now you can see the whole process. This is really what the bottom line I'm getting for this company. You click on this one. This is the list. You go to this one, you have everything is nicely organized. You go and click on this one. That's the next stage. Is that right? That's for a specific, by the way, this is for 2020. For 2020, it goes to this one. But the truth of the matter from this one is taking me to, I have the XBRL link. So let's look at that for 2020. That's the XBRL. From here, I'm putting the data. That's a very important sentence. This is where the data sits. Okay? This is just telling me how can I link to this one. Got it? This is giving me the link. This is all of them. For every year, I'm running separately. So if I take the 2020, I get this link. From this link, I'm getting this one. Got it? Which is this one, really. Okay? So I'm getting everything. Then, from the XBRL link, and then I have our link. This is for a different purpose. And then I have also the view link. And the view link is the same things that we see in our website for 2020. Got it?
Yes.
Quite a job, isn't it? Now that I collected all that information for every year, and I'm collecting the data, by the way, for every year, because after all of that, you have year data. You see where it says year data? It's using those links, reading the data, and putting the data with the code. Exactly. This is, for example, revenue. But for 2020, the company gave this name for 2020. For 2019, it did the same. By the way, if I go to 2018, it's different. And that's where the problem comes. Let's look for 218. Anybody see 218?
Down.
You
Bit up
see?
there. Above. Then
You see it? Yeah, here's 218.
yes. Yeah.
If you look 218, we get the link of 218. We get the links, we need them. Eventually the data is here. But look, for 2018, they're using a different name. From 2019. Look at 2019. You go to 2019. That's where the problem started. Where's 2019? Fueling, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. Here we go. This is the name they use the year later. Different name. And both of them is revenue. So what am I supposed to do? I cannot connect them. You never can think about how that can happen. How do you catch it even? So what do you do now? That's the solution we came up with. You got it? Now that I got all these data, by the way, I can remove all of that. We don't need that.
The 2018 has a different name than net.
By the way, we can really keep, let's see what else did I got here, 2016. I want to keep this one every time I run it. For now, yeah, okay. Now is the tree count. See, by the way, the data that I already collected is already here. Got it? But I have a missing data because the name changed.
Yeah.
I can't use the same name. That's when it becomes to be so hard. I'm going to tell you now the next idea, which is really that I spent some time talking to my son Hanoch yesterday, right on that one. And we came to the conclusion to do it this way. We'll do it even better. But it takes a little programming, and that's what we'll start in a minute. But I do want you to understand, because one day I will not be here. Can't live forever. And I need to leave behind me people that will continue. By the way, this is a zero. You see, it says 0 here. All the data. By the way, I took the 2012 of Apple, matched them, and I made a company that doesn't exist. Okay? Company that doesn't exist. If you look at the companies, I met another company. I'm going to work on 3 companies. This company doesn't exist. I just made it up. And I use it from the same industry that Apple is in. So I might take SM out of here eventually. Let me see. I want a company in the same industry as Apple. I don't think M and M is in the same industry. In a minute, I will get one. I will change it in a second. But I made a company with 0. So this 0 doesn't do anything beside is a placeholder for me. It's a placeholder for me to like a vector 0. Vector is a row of numbers. Okay? A mathematician calls it that way. This is like the whole list for the company that doesn't exist, that has all the accounts. So now how do I do it? Now if I go here, refresh, I deleted 2 for 2018. I did delete. By the way, let's choose Apple. Apple is in the electronic industry. By the way, I will know in a minute after we finish running. I will get all the companies in the same industry. You already know how to do that. I did it a long time ago. It takes him a little time to run. Hopefully it's running. It takes him a little time. Yeah, I think it's finished. Here we go. You see there's no data of 2018. And why is that? What it does, it goes to 2020, go to the data, and he find out if he has a matching, the name in that ugly file I told you, if the names are matching, it pulled the data from here. So since I took the data of Apple for 2020, I made them to be these ones. So I took those names from Apple. Those are the names that Apple is using for each one of them in 2020. I copied it from them and I put it for this company. But when I go to Apple now again, Apple has nothing. There's no Apple here. You see that? So stage number one, I'm asking the computer, go and compare it to Apple if you can find those titles, match them and pull the data. And therefore, no surprise, for 2020, I get all the data. Interestingly enough, I do this now. What I do in 2019, I check if the same title that exists here exists also here. If it exists here, it also pull the data for 2019. Happened to be that the company haven't changed anything, but that did change for 2018. The one they used the tag for 2018 is different than the one they used for 2019. We know that already, remember?
Yes, the year data
Therefore,
has
it
a
cannot
different
put the
name.
data. Now, what I did to overcome it, by the way, I need to change the code here and we will change it together. I did it here, but I will change it. I need to go to 2018. Now he goes to the website. Now I go to the website here and I go to, I think it was missing the revenue, and that should be in the operation. And you will see it matched the other one because they are the same. It couldn't match for revenue because it didn't use the same tag. By clicking here, choosing revenue, it pulled he knows how to go inside and pull the title they are using. And what he's doing now in the database, if you look here, you don't see Apple, but if I refresh, here is Apple, 2018. For revenue, is not using this one, he's using this one. So now I need to tell the computer, when you're pulling the data for Apple 2018, don't use this one, use this one. Moreover, I don't want to stop here. I want to go also to the marketable security. If I'm not wrong, we didn't get data also for this one. Marketable security, you see that?
Yes.
Marketable security, let's see, it has to be probably a different tag. So let's go back there. Marketable security, where did I go? No, which one I'm lost already? Marketable security, here it is. So I have to go to the balance sheet. Marketable security is in the balance sheet. What is marketable security? You see, here it is. It doesn't have a match for a reason. Is that right? So let's choose and match it to marketable security. Here it is. He updated it when this says okay, he updated the database. So if I go to the database again and refresh, I have a new record. Hey, beautiful, marketable security. This is the tag that Apple used in 2018. On the other hand, in 2012, that's when I put the 0, 2012, marketable security. Do you see that? Here it is. They use marketable security current. That's the title. On the other hand, in 2018, they changed it. Got it? That's why I didn't find it. Now, here is the magic. Within that one, let's refresh. And let's go and choose Apple again. And here's the magic. It takes a little time. You know how much work it does, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's pulling the data again from the SEC. Eventually, we'll make it faster. We'll find the algorithm to do it much, much faster. But for now, here's the magic. 2018. Hey, I got the right number. Why? Because he used the right tag. But he's smart enough that when he goes to 2018, what he does in the database, he replaces the zeros with the 2018 for Apple. So he doesn't use revenue this one. Before he start collecting the data, he takes this one and replace this one with this one. He takes this one and replace it for the one that he has in the bottom. Now that he has the right text, he can collect all the data for 2018. That's pretty cool. Got it?
Yes, doctor.
Now, hold a second. So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm trying to understand, was it like you made a table that had all the lists?
Exactly. This is all the data for the company for all the years. And we can add more rows. We will. We'll have all the financial statements. Now, you should have noticed something interesting. For 2018, 2017, we still don't have the data.
Yeah.
Meaning 2018 is different than 2018. That's why you didn't get the data. On the other hand, look at marketable security. Where's marketable security? And we have all the data. See the way I did it? My son told me that. And well, it was his idea. He said, Daddy, don't compare 2017 to 2020. Because most likely, if the company have made a change, okay, they did it for 1 year and that's it. So if the change was from here to here, this one and this one probably are the same. And he was right. I asked him to prove it mathematically or based on the data that is right. So, but I'm going to use it anyway. So that's why when I compare 2000, which tag, when I want to check for 2017, which tag to try, because I didn't collect data for 2017. Am I right? So I told him, try 2018. It happened to work fine. This one, I tell him, try this one. This one, I tell him, try this one. So it works perfectly for the marketable security. That means there was only one change in marketable security. On the other hand, on revenue, there was one change here. Let's see the change, the next one. So let's go back to here. Let's go to 2017. You see, it doesn't have a match. Revenue. Now he updated it. Now, if you go to the database, refresh, and see how beautiful it is. 2017 has a different tag. They made a change. See that? There's a change here. Very interesting, isn't it? I told my son, we can write an article on that and publish it to the people in accounting. And the title of the accounting should be The SEC is Bullshit. That's a beautiful title for an article. And Brenda, you already know me. I don't give a damn to anything. I might write the title that way because it's true. A shame. It's a shame. And I tell you why it's a shame. If it was a special account, I would say, okay, company changed the name. But the title like revenue, which is the head of the income statement, I don't see a reason why a company will change the name. You agree? So that proof that there's a lot of bullshit and misprofessionalism. And I'm in an age I can say whatever I want. I don't give a damn. And that's a shame. It really is a shame. I don't think anybody has a mechanism to show it. I can prove it with the data we're going to collect. And we'll have a beautiful data We can write an article nobody can write. And I can prove here, just see that one. I can tell you Apple, which years they have changed their accounts. Let's go back again to Apple. Refresh. Let's see if there were more changes. Now you know why I need people to know accounting. Because eventually I would like you guys to collect the data or do the changes. And not everybody can do it, otherwise you'll make mistakes. So we'll wait for it a second. By the way, you will notice when it's done, it doesn't go to here anymore. It goes right to this one. And that was the easy one to do. Here we go. Revenue, perfect. No change. So they made a change. There was no change for 2012 up to 2017. There was a change between 2017 to 2018. And my son was absolutely Hanoch. Come and see it. Here's my son. Boy. Hanoch was right. Hanoch is my son. You know him. His idea was better than mine. I was always comparing to 2012, 20. Now we're comparing to the previous year. So now we're concluding all those years they're using the same tag. From here to here, the change, and from here to here, the change, and there was no change here. For marketable security, there was one, up to here, they used the same. From here to here, there was a change. And how do we know it? It's already documented in this table. This is all the changes. Why? The 0, it's for everyone. And for 2018, they made 2 changes. Is that right?
Yes.
And 2017, they made 1 change. And this is really aggravating. Revenue, they shouldn't have changed. There's no reason. I have a feeling that maybe this has become, but we will see. Okay? So this is really nice. Only
So,
4 changes for Apple. That's it. No, from 2020. 2020, I took 2020. Our next things we're going to work on, I want to change, sorry, this vector I might change. For now, I don't see a reason to change. We'll talk about it later on. But this is beautiful.
Doctor,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm also guessing there will be companies that might also have the same issue. So like,
All the companies will have the same issue. You're absolutely right. So now the next stage, I want to pick up, see, there's electronic computers. So by the way, if we go this folder, it's compare, why it doesn't work? Here we go. This is comparable companies. I will talk about it some other time. We use it a lot in relative, in corporate valuation. Apple itself is here, is the first one. But let's see which other company, let's pick up a company we know. Super Microcomputer, Socket Mobile. All of those companies consider under the same industry as Apple. Got it? So let's choose one of them. Let's take one that has a big, let's see if I have big numbers here. It's all data that I collected for different reasons. You're now happy you study economics, don't you?
Yeah.
Let's take this company, just for fun. Omi said, I have no idea which company it is. And you think I'm doing it for no reason? Because I want to use it to analyze companies. And after I analyze companies, we know which company we want to invest in and make a lot of money. So we don't want even to sell maybe this program. We want it for ourselves. And we have a division for corporate valuation. The company will pay us a lot of money to do evaluation for them. You got it, Brenda?
Yes.
You didn't have in mind that one when you start certificate 1, did you? So let's take this company.
No.
Let's keep Apple. Let's keep Apple. Let's open another one and refresh. And this time, what was the name of that company? Let's go here. OMN. OMN. Here it is. Is that what? Yes. Now I'm pulling another company. He's going to compare it to the zero company. Remember? To try to
Yeah,
compare.
because it's in the
Let's
same
see how.
industry.
Now, why did I use it for the same industry? Because I'm going to make a zero for every industry. Because I believe companies in the same industry have similar financial statements. And therefore, probably
Then
more match. So let's wait for it to download it.
like
Hopefully it will work. Yeah, I have an error. God, don't tell me that. Uh-uh. Let's take another company. I will have to work on that. But I don't want to work at it now. I'll work on it another time. This one exists twice, by the way. That means that there is a company existed that has the same tag twice. That will be interesting to compare those two. Let's use this one. I'm choosing one that won't give me a hard time in this stage. HUA, HUA, HUA. I will have to fix it. I have to find out why HUA. This is it. Hopefully this one will work. What the heck is this? Shoot. Okay. Now we finally moving to the next stage, comparing another company. Hopefully this one will not give me a hard time. Yeah, I have an error too. Same place, isn't it? Why is that? Where do I get that error? That's relatively in the beginning. So what I should do is, let's open this one and see what the problem is. Because he's calling that one and then he's doing a loop. So he's passing this one. Hold a second, let's see where is the problem. The problem is here. So I need to find out why. We're getting that link. I found that link by calling it. I get this one is no problem. This one is no problem. And I'm getting the problem here. So let's go and do that again. HUA. HUA. Bingo. And now let's go back to here. We have errors, but we have the link. That's the link. No match, ticker symbol. Hey, doesn't know that ticker. Meaning it doesn't have it. Okay, makes sense. So those companies should go away. We have to clean them. So let's go back to another company. Be lucky, maybe another one will do it. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. CCUR. CCU. CCU. Which one is that one? CCU. By the way, I will make the computer do it. CCU. Here we go. Maybe this one will work. This one is working, okay? Some of them don't have the data, so we have to give them up. I have more than 10,000 companies. So we will clean up the companies that don't have data. Got it?
Yes.
But we got another error. Nothing is easy. What is the error? Let's get there by year. What is the error? In here. I'm not sure I want that one to begin with, I'll be honest with you. So I tell you what I will do. This one, I was debating with myself if I want to do it all. Tell you what I will do for now. I don't really need it. What did I do here? Tag list. No, that's the standard. This is collecting the data, in fact. No, this is collecting. So what is the error? In here. In here. And what does it say? It doesn't have that one. That cannot be. That shouldn't be. That's another error I have to fix too. No, I cannot get away with it. It probably has some other problem that I need to fix. I know which kind of an error. This one I need to fix. So it's not the company. This one, it's something else I need to fix. See, we can go here to the company and they will have, but they have for which year? 2012, that's fine. 2012 is fine. So I should be fine. Let's go into here. I have to check why. Yeah, this is okay. I need to, this one I have to solve. This is a good one. Maybe this is the one I work on next. CCUR. I need to work on that one. We will work on that one, okay? Okay, we'll work on it together. And find out what the error is. Okay, I will work on it later on. We'll work on it in a second. I just want to find one that will go smooth. Let's try this one. Curry. CRA. CRA. I just want one to work. CRA. Here we go. That's already have an error too. Same place. So maybe this one also doesn't have any data. It should be removed, really. Yeah, it should be removed. Okay, what the next? Okay, this one, no. This one, no. Let's try this one. What the heck? Let's see. FIP. FIT. I just need one to work. FIT for now. This is it, isn't it? Yeah, it exists twice. Bingo. Let's see if we're lucky now. Yeah, still working, so that's good. Hopefully we'll not get stuck anymore. It just tell you how hard this task is. Thank God, it seems like working, but I hope it will finish right. We can write a program. Whenever it gets an error, you remove that program, that error. In fact, I did already a mechanism like that. We don't need to show companies that you cannot download the data for. So that will be removed. For now, it's still cooking. Let's see. Just hope it didn't hang up. It would be nice to put something, so at least for now, showing us that it's working. Here we go. Holy shit. It does have an error. What's now? How come? Some error. Let's look at this. What's the problem here? It does have. Some of them don't have. You see that?
Yes.
Now we need to decide what to do as a company like that. Amazing, isn't it? It's a shame. It really is a shame. It's a traded company in American Stock Exchange. Ah, this one is amended. In fact, this one I might tell him skip. In fact, this is the right one. 2016, they have two. You see that?
Yes.
That's why we're getting an error. This is a good one to keep. Let's remember that one. Now you see why it's so valuable. Let's say this one. Let's try the second one, the FITB. There's another one. Let's see if the other one is better. FITB. This is the one we did choose. What was the other one? Just FIT. There's two of them. Probably one of them is probably the parents' company. No, that's not the one we want. We want the second one. Yeah, let's see if this one will work. I think they are related most likely. Now this one has a whole problem. Yeah, it has no data. So we need to, one of them, all of those has to be removed. Let's move to the next one. Let's see if we'll be lucky. Let's see SOCK. This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that one.
Let's try and see if we're lucky. No, we are not. No, it is. Let's see. It's cooking. Let's click on that one. Check that for now. Looks like fine. So far. We'll see if it will work right. No, I got an error. This one I need to fix. There's something, I know what it is. So I might get into trouble with all the other one. I tell you what I will do. I'm almost close to, I know 3M works. Super micro. Let's start super. SUP. That's the last one in the same industry. This is it. Supercam. No, this is
It's
super.
super micro.
Yeah, that's a different one.
Never problem. So,
You need to stop the server here. Yeah, here I couldn't find it. That's a lot of work still has ahead of us. Super double P. This is it, isn't it?
yes.
At least for now, it looks like. I have a feeling that there is something I need to fix inside, and I know what it is. I had that problem. Here we go. All of them failing for the same reason. Okay. I'm going to use a company I know most likely going to work from a different industry. This one, it's my favorite company. This is one of the best company I know of. If you want to put your money on for your retirement, this is the best company. Hopefully, we'll go all the way. The reason I'm saying it, we'll try to fix that one together. We'll do a few things today, and then I will let you go because you have a class at 5. I just hope this one will run up to the end. So Daniel, you want to be a finance person or not?
Then, yeah.
There's so many stupid people. So you can make money out of them because they are so stupid. You know, they're doing all these analysis based on wrong data. So how can you trust them to use your money? And yeah, I get the same error, by the way, in
Yeah.
all of them. So we need to work it out before I can continue, okay?
Okay.
It's clear that there is an error. The only one things we'll do quickly, and something you should know how to do, and I'll go with you. If you go here, when I click here, I get a link to here for that year. So we want to duplicate this one into here. Fair enough? So when I click on 2020, it doesn't do anything now. But if I click here, 2020, it does do the work. Got it? So and that's it. We'll do that one and then I will let you go. Okay? And then I will fix the other error. So let's go back to here. And where is the code? And we know, let me take the FSA. By the way, the error I had, I forgot to change this one to be FSA. That's why it didn't work the other day. Anyway, I leave it there, by the way. I will leave it there. It's something we will use. Maybe I'll just move it to a different location. No, I'll leave it. I don't want to deal with it. By the way, just maybe for you, if I want to move it to a different location, the only things I have to do where it starts, you see the comma? Take it all
Yes.
up to the next comma. Okay, control, copy, delete, it's gone. You won't see it. If I want to move it to a little back and I want to put it after the SEC before the calculation, I can just put it here. Okay, and then the location will be just fine. It will move. It will move from here, it will go right to here. It depends where you put it, and then eventually we'll do it better. For now, it's just fine. Okay, so which one is that? You see it moves to here. It's pretty cool. By the way, you can make it like a round, I told him, but that's Jeremiah will do eventually. For now, we just want it to work. The hard stuff is what behind. That's the cosmetic. Anyway, let's go and change that. When you click here on the list, you'll get it's like in here. Okay, so let's go back and check what is the code for that. This one I wanted you to know, so one day you can change that. Eventually, it will be very smart to put it in a database, Daniel, correct? And then you can make this one from the database. You can make a table of folders. Am I right? And then for each record, you just make it like this. You see, whatever it's writing here, this is one record. And you do a loop. I will write it for Ginger. And then it will work the same. So we'll move it to a database later on. Got it? I will show you. That will be really nice because then you don't have to touch it. But step by step, you can jump immediately to the end. We'll get to that. And then even adding this one. The whole things you can do in Java, in databases. It will build up the whole page. But we'll get to that. For now, what we really need is to go and change in the data. We have this one, you see? And if you follow the code, we have a header. And then in the header, we're running. And we have a class account. And then we're adding, this is a very good trick, by the way. I use the eval in here, this function eval. It's a very sophisticated one, but let's see, how am I doing that click? And the click, here we go. We have on click, you see that? And we have this function. So this is really it, what we need. So stage number one, we need to copy this one to the same place we have in the XBRL data. We have something similar. No, not this one. I need the XBRL, this one. Okay? That time I need to close. I don't need it. I don't need it for now. Okay. So now let's see similar function that does similar things. Set data. That's why I call it XBRL set data, because it's the same things. Now, where is the title? This is a little harder. I pull the 2020 as a basis because I have all the lists there. That makes a different table. The table is structured differently. For every year, from and to, and the from and to, I made it this way. I'm gonna change, that has to be changed. And we will. For now, we're just fine. I need to write a comment. Need to change to year as a function of today. I will do it later on. I don't want to shoot. I will get back to that. It jump all the time. I don't know why it does it to me. There's something that this is the function we need. Who is going to activate it? The one that's going to activate it is the title here. So what am I doing the title? Matching, matching, matching. What is the title? Do you see the title here? What is NN? Year to lowercase. This is the account, I think. God, what is the title? Here we go, I get S title. What am I doing with the S title? S title is in the beginning. I made the S title here. Here it is. I don't want it in the here, but I do want it here. So when I click on the year, that's the place I want that functions to work. All right? But let's see what that functions needs. Because they will pull up data from here. So I have to make sure the data is there. So let's go back to the data. And let's see what we're doing here. You see the TH. By the way, I have an A. So maybe I should have an A here too. There's an A. Where's the end of the A? I don't need an end. Something weird. How did I do that? I have an A, but how come I did it without the end of the A? That's something else. The SY something else. Let me take that one for now and see why. Maybe I don't need to. I can put a slash here. And then this is the year, but how the click works, that's strange. I should have ended up here with an A, isn't it, Daniel? I will do it in the next one and test it. Where were we? No, not here. Here we go. Let's put this one next to the other one. Okay, we'll go from here to here. So here we need it. Where's the function we just added? Right here. So let me just put it here and then play with it. We have a TH, and in fact, the TH should be here. And we have to have an A, is that right? And we have a data ID. There's a reason why I call it that way. Yeah, I need to, there is a reason why I did it that way. Let's put the stuff as it is, and then we'll change it. TH, A, and the A should have an end. And then we have the Y. I turn it to a string. Okay, so far so good. I think that this one, there's a reason, the name, there's a reason for the name, and I will explain in a second. This one I would like to close with an A. That's the way it should be. It probably works because HTML is a forgiving, but it should be an A. Now this function, let's go and find this function. And God knows where this function is. This function should be maybe in here, in fact. Remember the name. The name is very important. I might need to change the name. Or because I'm going to move that, I don't want to move it yet. And yeah, it's here. And see what it does. It does a lot of stuff. Okay. But one of the important things is you get the event, it takes the year. So we have that. P1, it gets this one and it gets this one. Okay. What is that? Ah, what is this one? And I will explain in a minute why it's so important. See, in here, the TR gets a name. For now, I will keep it that way. Let's go and look at what we did in the new one. So let me take this name. I'll make the three of them and eventually I will remove one. That's supposed to be in the TH. TR. I didn't do it the right way. TH I have TR. Is that TR there too? It's TR, yes. So I want to put it in the TR right after that. TR after the, here we go. But I'm going to call it XBRL data. It's very important. In a minute, it does the trick there. So let's take this one, do the same thing. So we'll change it in three places. Here we go. Make another one. The truth of the matter, I really don't need it only in two places, and I will remove eventually. Number 2 will be removed. Now I just want to demonstrate to people, okay? I want to demonstrate to people that there is an error there, and I want to show it to them. So that will be easy for me to do. So we're going to do max, and I know that in here, the max is 12, so I'm not even going to check, you know what the heck. Let's do it consistently. Three, you check how many years. I know in the third one will be always only 9, and they're already included here. So this one will never be picked. But that's something else. I don't care. I'm looping all of them. And then I'm going to do another try. For the third one. So I'm going to use 3 child, and then I will explain in a second what does it do. And then it changes to green. And that one it changed to blue. And I will, by the way, this one I might need a different color. I will check in a second. But what's the objective of this one? See, when I click, when I'm here, let's take one that already has there. You know, when I click on it, I want it to change to green. And if I clicked on this one, after that, I want this one to turn back to white and that to be green. So it's looping over all of them, turn all of them to white, and then the right one that I clicked on turn to green. Some things is doing for the stuff here. All of them are blue. And I want wherever I click, see when I click here, it becomes to be green. You see that? If I click on 20, I want the 20 to be green, and that will be blue. The same thing, it doesn't matter if I click here or I click here, in the two places it does it. Now I want it to do it also for here. It doesn't do it for here yet. Got it? So I'm doing the same things for this one as well. Eventually, I don't need this one. But for now, I want to demonstrate stuff, the error that you have in the data to people to explain to them why we did all the stuff we have done. So that's really the objective of this code. So P3, the children, take the white, okay? If it is equal, whatever it is, I don't even remember what I did. P3 attribute said, it changes to green. Otherwise, it changes to blue. Is that the colors we have there in this one? Yeah, it's the same things, isn't it? Yeah. So that will be fine. It should do the work. This one takes care of changing colors. Then what else do we want to do? Then we say change the tab SEC to say such and such. That's okay. Take the URL view. And what do I do is that? Filing here, I get that one, and that one does the work. It gets the work. These functions select the account. This one gonna be changed, by the way. And then it gets the data. So everything should work from here as well. Let's hope for it, and that's well done. I will let you go. You have a class soon. Don't tell me I have an error for Apple as well. Then I know that I have a really problem that I have to fix. Everything is fine. There's one error that I need to fix. Okay, good. Now if I go to the data and I click, it should be. There's, I didn't got the data here. We have an error. Should I had that? See, when I click it, it gets me an error because it goes to the other one as well. Our error is here. It's one of those two places. Ah, here we go. They have extra one here. You think this one does it? Let's try it. Let's see. The other one we didn't have an A at all. Let's see. It's still cooking. It's a little faster, by the way. It really is a little. No, I'm not getting the data. Let me see that. It does close it with an A. You see that? Although I didn't put it there. But I don't think that's the reason why I'm getting an error. Let's go and look at here. I know why. Stupid me. I get this one, that's okay. No, maybe not, I don't know. I got a P3, that's fine. And here, we got the P3. Let's see if the 2 and 3 are the same. Let's look at the 2. And then let's look if we're getting to the 3. I know it's coming to the 2. Can't see why the error is P3 and make here that over. Instead, let's see what we're doing. First of all, with this one. It's not getting there. No, it does. Hold a second. Let's click. Yeah, here we go. We're getting PR, FS. This is the regular one. So we are getting there. The next one is not coming. I'm not getting this one. Where is this one? When is this one being called? Maybe it doesn't exist yet. It should be existed already. There is an error here. It should have been existed already. So we have an error here. Must be an error here. Where did I put it, Daniel? S title. TH. Y. I put the year. Yep. This one. X, there, and Y. I think this is an error. Hold a second, but that's a different type of error. Yes, hold a second. Click XBRL. This one, yes. It should be that way. And that one should be that way. We're putting a 1 for the name, so I have to use a double quotation in the outside. Otherwise, it won't do it. So that one we'll take now. Let's take this one out here and we will check it. And then we will have we have for each title, I do want a name, and I have the ID, and I shouldn't have that one. I should have different name. I should have a different name than the one I have in here. Where's the name here? Anybody can see that? Where's the Y? Here we go. So we have this name, XBRL data Y. We will call the other one, we have to use XBRL data SEC. Let's call it SEC. Let's call it this one. Doesn't matter really. Now, this one is, let's see if I'm using it at all. So that should be okay now. But let's see if I'm using it in that function. That one is fine. 1, 2, it's fine. The 3. Where is the 3? Yeah, I'm using children, so I don't really care, but as long as it's unique. Let's try it again. Hopefully we're good. Should I let you go, guys? I think you need to get
Yeah.
prepared. Okay,
Yeah.
I will fix it. It's there always right there. It's
Oh,
but you understand, it really is eventually, eventually you get more. It's like the beginning, remember Fab House and all of that stuff. So
yes.
it will come. Why don't you guys go and start preparing, okay?
Okay. Plus, doctor,
Yeah, hold a second. This one looks fine now, you see? I have the FSA, XBRL data. Okay, this one is okay. Here we go. We're getting the data. The question is, I'm getting everything red, which is okay. Let me click. Click. Oh, everything disappeared. Yeah, because I'm changing everything to blue. Yeah, the title is different. Okay, but at least did it work? No, it didn't. So I will fix it. I'm getting closer. Okay, go ahead, sweetie.
the assignment on the financial statement analysis, is it that you want it to be the calculations should be in Excel?
Say again?
The assignment, the homework on financial statement analysis,
Yeah,
should the calculations all be in Excel?
it is what?
I'm saying, should all the calculations be in Excel?
Yeah, put them on Excel. I don't think I understood the question.
I was talking about the homework on financial statement
Correct.
analysis.
What you're supposed to do is take all those financial statements and put them on Excel. But hold it that second because we're going to do it automatically. We're going to have a folder here and you get all the ratios, the vertical analysis. We'll make a folder here, vertical analysis, horizontal analysis, ratio analysis. Got it?
Yes. Plus, we can choose any company.
Correct.
That is,
So
okay.
I talked to Yoram today, one of the guys that represent them. They're having a hard time to collect the data. So this one will do it automatically. Got it?
Yes.
So wait on that. Okay, wait on that.
Okay.
Okay. Go guys, get ready for the class. Bye, sweetie.